ক্লাছ 12 লাষ্ট লেচন সকলোবিলাক ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট কুৱেশ্যন এইবাৰ 100% গ্ৰাণ্টেড এইবিলাক কুৱেশ্যন তোমালোকে দেখি চোৱা নিশ্চয় কমন পৰিব ফাৰ্ষ্ট কুৱেশ্যন ইজ হোৱাট ইজ কাইণ্ড অফ কমোশ্যন ডিড ফ্ৰান্স এণ্টিচিপেট ৱাইল কামিং টু ক্লাছ এক্সাম আহি গৈছে তোমালোকে কুৱেশ্যনবিলাক মুখস্থ কৰি লোৱা Usually when school began, যখন স্কুল শুরু হয়েছিল, a great noise could be heard from outside. এটা শব্দ শোনা গৈছিল আউটসাইডৰ বাহিৰৰ পৰা. The sound of opening and closing of desks, lesson repeated in unison, and the teacher great ruler rapping on the table. Rapping could be heard. Fran anticipated this type of commotion while coming to classroom. Second is, what did France see inside the classroom? Classroomৰ ভিতৰত কি দেখিছিল? France show that his classmates were already in their place. He also noticed that some place people were sitting on the back bench of the classroom. Moreover, ইয়াৰ উপৰিও he observed কৰে M. Hamel with his fine Sunday clothes. Third is, how was the teacher dressed? Dress কেনে আছিল আৰু কি? What sort of dress did the teacher M. Hamel wear on the day of last lesson? So teacher dressed up in his beautiful green coat, frill shirt and little black silk cap all embroidered. So embroidered means of সকলোবিলাক যে আছিল তো a green coat, frill shirt and cap তো এই সকলোবিলাক কি আছিল embroidered মানে সুতা দি বানাকে কি বুলি কয় embroidered Who were the people sitting in the classroom on the day of the last lesson? So the people sitting in the classroom on the day of the last lesson were old Hauser bohi asil, the farmer mayor asil, the farmer postmaster and several other beside. Yer upore aro bahut manu asil. I started for school very late that morning. Who is here? The France asil. France is the here asil. What made France forget about M. Hamel's rule and how cranky he was? When France realized, যখন তেওঁ ভাবিছিল this is their last French lesson, it was a last French lesson language. Emmanuel was talking, and after that he would go away. France could never see him আৰু দেখিব নোৱাৰে again. This made France forget about Emmanuel's ruler and how cranky he was. What, according to Emmanuel, was the great fault of Eljac? According to Emmanuel, the people of the Eljac did not learn things in time. They put off learning to the next day. This was the great fault of Eljac. How did France waste his time? Keneকৈ time to waste কৰিছিল? So France wasted his time for seeking bird's egg or going sliding on the shark. Sliding. What were France's parents more interested in? France's parents were interested in putting him to work in the farm or at the mills to have a little more money. All of money karone it was. Why did teacher sometimes ask the student to do inside of learning? So teacher M. Hamel sometimes asked the student to water the flower in the garden. How were the parents responsible for their children's inability to learn? Why did Emmanuel blame himself? Emmanuel sometimes asked the student to water the flower in his garden. He also gave holiday when he wanted to go fishing. For this reason, he blamed himself too. What are M. Hamel's view on the French language? Question. What did M. Hamel say about the French language? What was M. Hamel's opinion about French language? What according to M. Hamel were the qualities of French language? So GA na hoga side as a question ase. So খুব important. এটো খুব important. চাৰিটা question আছে. তো এই চাৰিটা question এর ভিতরে GA question নিদুক কেনে দিও। তো এই question এটা আহিলেই হল। এইটো লিখি দিলে হল। Why did France find the grammar lesson so easy? কারণ France listened to the grammar lesson so carefully and will also explain every lesson with so much brilliance for his ধৈর্য সহকারে for his reason France found the grammar lesson so easy. What was MML advice on once when language এর বিষয়ে কেনে advice আছে? I do. I thought of running away doors. Who is I here? So France is the here. Yes, France. Why did France think of recounting away and spending the day out of doors? Running, and rounding her. Amabel said that he could ask question on participle, but France did not. Now the first word on them. So moreover, in your the outside warm and bright day, the chirping of birds and the drilling of the Prussian soldiers were more tempting than the rules of participle. For this reason, so a reason is France thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. So what did France think for a moment? তো কি ভাবিছিল এটা মোমেন্টত for a moment France thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. What did MML tell the student after mounting his chair? কি কৈছিল after mounting his chair MML told কৈছিল যে student যে he was going to teach পড়াইবে the France lesson. The order had come from Berlin. Order আহিছে Berlin থেকে to teach only German in the school of Alsager Lorraine. So the new master would come the next day. So reason আছে MML wanted চাইছি the student to be very attentive যাতে attentive হয় তেওঁৰ ক্লাছত কাৰণ নতুন মাস্টাৰ আহিব আৰু তেওঁ যোৱাৰ লগে লগে ফ্ৰান্স ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজটা পঢ়াবে আলাদা কাউন্ট্রিৰ লোক তো এইজনতে এটা কৈছে. What did the MML want to give his student before going away? তো তেওঁ যাওয়ার আগত কি কৈছিল before going away MML wanted to give his student all what he now যিমান তিনি জানিছিল নিউ যিমান জানিছিল এই সকলোবিলাক দিব চাইছিল. What did MML write at the end of the classroom? His very important ভাবেন এটা 100% আহিব এইবার কারণ কি লিখিছিল what did MML write on the blackboard on the day of the last lesson as the church clock struck 12. So MML wrote on the blackboard as large as he could Viva la France. This means which means long live France. बहुत important. What is the what is the meaning of Viva la France? Viva la France means long live France, which is France term. Why was the lesson called the last lesson? Last lesson কিয় কল করা হয়েছে last lesson বুলি মাতা হয়েছিল কারণ লেসনটাই আছে last lesson. It was called as the last lesson because it was the last France lesson to be taught by MML after full stop. After that, according to the order is only German would be taught in the school of Alsager Lorraine. For this reason, the lesson was called as the last lesson. Why did MML not blame France along for his lack of interest for learning? That's এইটো লিখি দিয়া হৈ যাব. Why was France surprised to see MML on that particular morning when he went in late? Why did Watcher, the blacksmith, tell France that he would reach school in plenty of time? What did Watcher, the blacksmith, tell France not hurry to school? Watcher, the blacksmith, told France not hurry because there had been news he got from the bulletin board about the discontinuation of France in the school of Alsace, and that day was the last France lesson, so France would reach school in plenty of time. What would France love to do on that sunny morning instead of going to school? কি ভাল পাইছিল sunny morning on that sunny morning France would love to spend his বরণ কৰিছিল তেওঁৰ দিনটো out of doors instead of going to school. He would like the sick for birds is sliding in the shower and would love to run at the ends of the open field. What had been put up in the bulletin board? Why was there a crowd in front of the bulletin board? Answer it. What were the lesson on the subject and topic taken up by MML on the day of the last lesson? How did France find the subject? Why was writer in the new copies brought by MML for the student in a beautiful round hand? France Alsace were written in the new copies brought by MML for the student in a beautiful round hand. Why did MML write Viva la France before dismissing his class? What changes come over France after you had MML announcement? What is Angelus. Board question. এটাই বোর্ড কোশ্চেন দিম এইটো এইবাৰ আহা বহুত চান্স আছে 80% আহা চান্স আছে describe the unusual things that France noticed on that day of the last lesson এটা পয়েন্ট লিখি দিবা এইটো 2 নম্বৰ পয়েন্ট লিখি দিবা 3 নম্বৰ পয়েন্ট 4 নম্বৰ 5 নম্বৰ এই বোর্ড কোশ্চেনটো তোমালোকে পড়া আর একো পড়ার দরকার নাই তোমালোকে সেইখিনি এইটো যদি বোর্ড কোশ্চেন পড়া তেনে হলে এনে কোনো অ্যানসার তোমালোকে নিজে কৰিব পাৰিবা আৰু যিমান বিলাক মই তোমালোকক 2 মার্কসৰ কোশ্চেন বিলাক দিলো সেই বিলাকৰ ভিতৰত তোমালোকে গ্ৰান্টেড পৰি যাব তোমালোকে যদি ট্ৰাষ্ট কৰা মোৰ ওপৰত ট্ৰাষ্ট কৰা তেনে হলে তোমালোকে সেই কোশ্চেন খিনি দেখি যোৱা তোমালোকৰ